In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best dark matter cards right now in NBA 2K25 Myteam before we go into Season 7, where there's going to be a lot of new best dark matters in this game, and I wanted to get an updated top 10 best dark matters as of right now because we have gotten quite a bit of the best dark matters in this game over the past couple content drops. For example, at number 10, we got Dark Matter LaMarcus Aldridge, and he's a 6'11" shooting guard with a 7'5" wingspan. I mean, that is insanely overpowered at this point in the game to have that tall of a shooting guard with also a really good jump shot. Like, LaMarcus Aldridge's release is maybe not the best jump shot in this world, but it's a very consistent jump shot. His dribble sigs are okay, they're not anything too spectacular, but they're definitely decent when it comes to movement wise. His defense is going to be really good. His physicals are solid. He's got a 94-3 Hall of Fame Deadeye, Limitless, set shot specialist, shifty shooter. I mean, an overpowered card to say the least, and I think he's the 10th best dark matter card right now in my team. At number 9, I do have Dark Matter Tim Thomas, and I will say the next 3 Dark Matters are all very similar. We got Tim Thomas at number 9, AK-47 at number 8, and we have Luol Deng at number 7. All 3 of these cards, I should say, are all very close in ranking. Like, if you wanted to have Tim Thomas at 7 and Luol Deng at 8 and AK at 9, or like whatever which order you guys want to go with these 3 small forwards, I would understand, because these 3 cards are so close in ranking. Tim Thomas is 6'10" at small forward with a 7'2" wingspan. He's got a great jump shot with that Curry base, Kyrie upper on very quick timing, Pro 2 fade. His sigs are really good. I mean, Trey behind the back is one of the best behind the backs in this game. Kemba escape is really good. Kyrie size up is solid. Devin Booker dribble style is also very solid. And he's got great height. He's a good enough defender. 94 interior defense, 94 perimeter, 90 steal, 89 block. Like, he's a great all-around small forward and is one of the best dark matters in this entire game. Then you got AK-47 at number 8, like I said, 6'9" small forward here, 7-foot wingspan, but the defense on AK-47 is a lot better than Tim Thomas, and it's very noticeable in game that he's a better defender. He plays way better on the perimeter. He gets way more paint stops, having that 98 interior defense, 98 block, and is only missing Hall of Fame box out beast when it comes to the defensive badges. Is exceptionally good to have, and honestly, jump shot wise, I think you could make an argument that he has a better jump shot. It definitely comes down to preference, but I think there's an argument to be made that AK's jump shot is better. He doesn't have as good of a fade. Normal is not anywhere near as good as the Pro 2 fade. The Trey escape is really good. I'm not a huge fan of the Jimmy Butler behind the back. The Russell Westbrook dribble style, size up is decent, and the dribble style of Jalen Green is okay. But I would say Tim Thomas is a much better offensive moving card if you're looking for a 3 hunting card at the small forward position. And if you're looking for a 3 hunting card as a dark matter, I would say Tim Thomas is probably better than AK, but AK's defense to me is just a little bit better to make him the better card in my personal opinion. But then for me, Luol Deng, guys, at number 7, the 7th best dark matter in this game. To me, he's kind of just a combination of both, because 6'9" at small forward, 7-foot wingspan. He's got that defensive ability that AK has where he can be a crazy lockdown defender. He's one of the best defensive cards in this game. Also because he has the Kawhi Leonard motion style, which, if you guys don't know, is one of the best, if not the best, defensive motion style in this game. For staying in front of your defenders, getting pluck animations. Like, it is insanely nice to have that Kawhi Leonard motion style. So he's got AK's level of defense, but then he also has Tim Thomas's level of jump shot, or AK's level of jump shot. He's got just as good of a release as both of those cards. His fade is better than AK's. It's kind of like Tim Thomas's fade. In the ranking system, Kevin Durant's fade is arguably better than Pro 2. You can make an argument it's better than the Pro 2 fade. It just comes down to the personal preference. Dribble sigs wise, he doesn't have as good of dribble sigs as Tim Thomas, but I think it's close enough to make it similar to Tim Thomas's movement, because Tim Thomas has the Devin Booker dribble style, which is quite a bit better than the Fox dribble style. And then obviously Fox size up is maybe not as good as Kyrie. I don't really know. I mean, it might be as good as Kyrie, to be honest. So I think Luol Deng is just a combination of both of these cards, AK and Tim Thomas. I think it's a very close ranking, like I said, between Tim Thomas, between Luol Deng, AK-47. These are 3 of the best dark matters in this game, and they all happen to be at the small forward position. Now, number 6, we do have dark matter Kareem. I still feel like Kareem is super dominant at the center position. He can also play power forward. He's 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan. I mean, Kareem is still one of the best defensive cards in this game. His rebounding animations are top tier. My one flaw with Kareem and my one concern about this card, it comes down to his 3-point shooting, right? 79-3, jump shot's a little bit questionable. That's the main concern when it comes to Kareem, because other than that, his athleticism is great. 96 speed, 95 agility, 98 vert, 99 strength is amazing, right? His finishing, his inside scoring is some of the best in this entire game. His defense is top tier. like we talked about, everything is really good on Dark Matter Kareem, except for the fact that he has a 79.3, doesn't have the best of jump shots, but he does have Hall of Fame set shot specialist, which is for sure going to help out this card when it comes to knocking down threes. Number 5, though, I do feel like Mark Eden is just a better card, in my opinion, compared to Mark Eden. Now, I do realize that I'm not putting Zach Edey on this list, and now that I'm thinking about it, Zach Edey is probably somewhere in this top 10. I did miss out Zach Edey. Hold on. We're going to probably get rid of LaMarcus Aldridge. I know I'm kind of mixing it up here. Zach Edey, is he better than these 3 small forward cards? He probably is. I mean, he's still 7'5" at center with a 7'10" wingspan. He's better than Luol Deng. You know what? He's probably going to have to be like here. I would say him and Mark Eden is a very close debate. So I'm switching the order, guys. We're going to just basically drop LaMarcus Aldridge, and we're going to go Tim Thomas at 10, AK at 9, Luol Deng at 8. Number 7 is going to be Kareem. Number 6 is going to be Dark Matter Zach Edey. And number 5 is going to be Dark Matter Mark Eden. Now, these 3 big man card are all very close in ranking, just like these 3 small forwards. They're all very close. I mean, Zach Edey and Mark Eden really just comes down to preference and just who you think's the better card. It's really close in debate. Like, I don't really know if I should put Zach Edey above Mark Eden. I would say, I just opened up an ab accident, but I would say Mark Eden's slightly better just because to me, I feel like he has a better player model. He plays slightly better defense. His rebounding animations feel to be a little bit better. Personally, I like Zach Edey's jump shot a bit more, but I think again, that comes down to preference. So between these 2 cards, honestly, just take your pick between Zach Edey and Mark Eden when it comes to the best Dark Matters in my team. We got number 10, Tim Thomas, number 9, number 8, number 7, Kareem, number 6, Zach Edey, number 5, Mark Eden. So that's the top, or now we're getting into the top 4. At number 4, I do have Dark Matter Kawhi. And again, it's another conversation of very close in ranking between number 4 and number 3, because it's Dark Matter Kawhi and it's Dark Matter Amen Thompson. This is kind of going, I didn't even mean to do this, but we're kind of doing it in like ranking of position in the sense of like the first 3 cards are small forwards, the next 3 cards were like big men, the next 2 cards are both shooting guards that are very close in ranking. But I think between Kawhi and Amen Thompson, I think it's a huge debate, and a lot of people like to pick Kawhi, so maybe you guys wouldn't agree with Amen Thompson over Kawhi, but for me, it comes down to the dribble sigs. His movement is a lot better. Having the Garland dribble style, the Steve Francis size up, the Kemba escape is a lot better than what Kawhi has. The only thing Kawhi has over Amen Thompson when it comes to the sigs and the dribbling is his behind the back is better than Shea's behind the back. Other than that, Amen Thompson is going to be so much better at dribbling, so much better movement-wise. Jump shot-wise, I think it's a close debate. I prefer Amen Thompson's jump shot off the dribble, but I prefer Kawhi's jump shot off the catch. I would say Amen Thompson, a huge thing for him, though, is he has the Pro 2 fade compared to the Kawhi fade. I think Amen Thompson's fade is better. And then obviously when it comes to stats and badges, they're going to be very similar. Kawhi's obviously the better defensive card when it comes to stats, badges, and also just his player model. His motion style as well is obviously the best, like we talked about with Luol Deng. So I think it's a very close debate. If you wanted to put Kawhi over Amen Thompson, I'm not going to hate on it. I'm not going to say it's a crazy take, but I got Kawhi as the 4th best Dark Matter and Amen Thompson as the 3rd best Dark Matter. Now we get into the top 2. At number 2, I have Dark Matter Beasley, and this was a very close debate once again. Different positions, but Beasley at 2 and Dikembe at 1. I think it really just depends what you need for that position, because Dikembe is an absolute beast defensively. He can play center and power forward, so I'm kind of looking at it as value-wise. You get Dikembe, who can be a top 5 center, right? And he can also be a top 5 power forward. Or Michael Beasley, yeah, he's a top 5 small forward in this game, but you're not going to run this card at the power forward position, or at least you probably wouldn't and probably shouldn't run this card at power forward. So I think overall as a card, I think Dikembe Mutombo is better than Beasley because he can play 2 positions at a very high level. But I mean, Beasley's still one of the best offensive cards in this game. You guys know how much I love the pink diamond on the no money spent. You can imagine how good the Dark Matter is compared to his pink diamond. But I think Dikembe is an absolute beast, and I personally believe he's the best Dark Matter in my team. Let me know what you guys think about my top 10 ranking, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.